test was done, and it was a 6970. Per the state, at levels of 4,000 PCI/L or higher, you should consider action beginning with reviewing your total radon risk. As your radon level in water gets closer to 10,000 PCI/L, you need to more strongly consider installing treatment. We've been in contact and had been in contact in regards to having a mitigation system put in over there. The gentleman is supposed to be coming the 27th to assess it and provide that. So I want to make sure that that's known. That is not the reason. We're in acceptable levels per the state, and it is not the reason for the closing of the warming center. So, just want to make sure everybody understands that. That is not the reason. The reason for the closing of the warming center is because of legal liability and things that just can't be left alone. So, also, I want to address this asbestos scare that seems to be going around. Okay. Evergreen Air Quality Services did a series over next door, 7 bulk samples from ceiling tiles, 3 from gray and orange office tiles, 3 from gray and brown office tiles, 3 from the office tile mastic, 5 of the blue-gray gym tile, 3 bulk samples of the boiler room joint compound, and 3 bulk samples of the gym textured ceiling. The only ones identified were in the closet of the director's office. 5.6, 6%, and 2%. Now, in this, it's all documented, there's pictures of it. None was identified in the gym, none detected. There were 5 samples pulled there. So that everybody's on the same sheet of music. The school district is closed this week for vacation, as most of you know. So we can't get the documents for the asbestos mitigation that happened from the school district. But in looking into the asbestos claims that are thrown out there, asbestos tiles can stay in a building as long as they are in good condition and remain undisturbed. In fact, the US EPA generally recommends leaving asbestos containing material alone if it is intact. It is intact. Encapsulation. One of the most common and safest ways to manage asbestos floor tiles is to cover them with a new layer of flooring such as laminate, carpet, or vinyl. This seals the asbestos and prevents future disturbance. It seems to be being put out there that, this was identified a very long time ago. And I can't help but wonder why all of a sudden this is a new and just out of control problem of the last couple of months. It makes no sense. That building has been open to this community for a very long time. It has been utilized for a very long time. I wasn't here when the town of Brownfield accepted that building. I'm guessing 85, 86 timeframe due to deeds here. And a vote in a warrant. It's just very ironic that all of a sudden this is a thing. Is this election driven? Is this, I guess I don't understand the reasons behind this whole, oh my God, the community center is a death trap.
We're gonna die. We're all gonna die.
I don't understand, folks. Then the whole radon comment. I find it amusing that people have the time to throw things out there to scare the public, but yet don't take the time to do their due diligence and know the facts before throwing things out there. It makes zero sense. If the intention is to just scare the public into not utilizing what we're paying for, you need to find a new hobby. Because this is just, it's unsad. There's no need of it. I'd like to address one point with the playground and Dunn Memorial Park. Again, a lot of misinformation out there, folks. Published, social media, accusation. It's amazing. In the deed for Dunn Memorial Park, reference is also made to an exchange of deeds between the inhabitants of the town of Brownfield and Main School Administrative District number 72, whereby their common boundary, as shown on said plan, is adjusted and confirms said deeds to be recorded herewith. The parcel hereby conveyed is to be known in perpetuity as Dunn Memorial Park. So, I guess what I don't understand is, by the town, the inhabitants of Brownfield accepting that property and building over there, there is no separated lot. This is all Dunn Memorial Park. All of it. Every inch of this property, other than this administrative building and the substation for the police, is all utilized for recreation. But yet, it seems, well, let's paint the picture a different way. Again, I don't understand. All of it's used for the same purpose. And it's really amusing to me when the accusation is thrown out there that, you know, as stewards of Dunn Memorial Park, it's our job to maintain. Now, I wasn't around during the time that was voted on, monies were raised, it was put in. I was in school. I'll take full responsibility for the degradation of that last 32-year pressure-treated playground. 100%. You can blame me, folks. Yep. We didn't have a maintenance policy. We didn't have a lot of things. We were lacking. You can blame me 100% for that. But since the happenings with that particular playground, a maintenance policy has been done, inspections, you know, there's been some things that have been put into place so that this doesn't fall into disrepair, and that we are keeping in with the perpetuity of Dunn Memorial Park. But I want to point out to everybody here, especially the naysayers that seem to thrive on the social media platform, that the town has not maintained Dunn Memorial Park. Well, I beg to differ with everyone that says that. Are there dugouts out there? Yes. Was a sprinkler system installed on the ball field? Was the ball field resurfaced? Were the baselines redone with those, you know, particular kind of dirt? Well, you know, do we have a movable fence for that? We bought a tractor for upkeep. Of course, everybody knows we did the playground, which I want to add the ADA portion of that. There are 3 ADA pieces in that, so that, and that was configured as such so that we would be in compliance with the 2027 rule for ADA compliance. We got a smoking good playground. And it is amazing the turmoil that has been created on social media that we have not kept up with the Dunn Memorial Park, that we, that because that particular playground wasn't put back in an exact location, that we're out of regs. Well, I beg to differ. The deed clearly states there is a blended lot line now. All of this is utilized as Dunn Memorial Park. So I really hope, regardless of the reasons behind trying to create such a problem in this town and utilize social media as your platform, at least have the fortitude to do your research, know what you're talking about before you throw accusations out there that paints this town as though we are nothing but a bunch of criminals and no goods, that we don't try to take care of the community. It's absolutely amazing the depth that is taken when surrounding communities all come down and utilize our grounds, our playground, our ball field. And in keeping with the Dunn Memorial Park, last year we created a garden committee for this area right out here. There's an estimate that's been given to concrete half of the tennis courts for a skate park. It takes a little time, folks. Sorry we're not on individuals' schedule on how fast things happen. But it does take time. There's nothing that's saying that we're not going to expand on the playground or the recreation area at all. As a matter of fact, the direction that the playground committee was given right from the get-go, the very first meeting, was please make sure that that playground in the area over there is modular so that we can add on in the future without having to spend $40,000 to $50,000 to do a lot clearing and bring it to grade and drainage. Just to have the lot cleared for the new public safety building was $29,800. Well then, that's not graded, that's not brought to spec to have something installed yet. That's gonna be part of the building process. So we're looking at roughly 2/3 of the area out here that was suggested to put put the playground in. But that wasn't feasible for that amount of time. I implore all citizens, taxpayers of Brownfield, please, please, stop the stirring. It is gaining us nothing.
Thank you, Rick.
No questions yet.
Okay.
Department heads, Mr. Rainey. All nomination papers turned in,
Yes,
ballots ready, be ready when?
the 7th.
Absentee ballots will be available May 7th. For anybody that requires an absentee ballot for the voting, the referendum portion election of our special town, our annual town.
All I have is taxes are due in a couple of weeks, May 15th, just a reminder.
To add on to that, in this year's warrant, there's an article requesting the permission of the taxpayers to form a tax club. I implore everybody to think about that. It allows 10 equal payments.
10 equal payments, yeah, starting August 1st. The tax bill should be out in July. First payment would be due in August, and you would need to come in and fill out a form to take part in the tax club.
And there's no interest for that either. There's no interest for that, as long as you make the payments. It's something very much to consider. ACO.
Found 2 dogs, had 2 dogs at large, never found them. Goats in the road, still following up on that one. Dog attack, which I'm still following up on, and a welfare of farm animals and dogs, still following up on that one.
Can I ask where the dog attack happened? Just the general area.
In Brownfield.
What road?
No, because then people know it's under investigation, and when it's under investigation, until it's over, my investigation's over, I will tell you after the meeting, I have no problem doing that.
Okay.
No, I have no problem telling you, but,
Don't walk around with meat in your pocket, pal.
no, I don't have no problem telling you after the meeting, frankly, as selectmen, my boss, but I just, while I'm still investigating, I don't want rumors getting started again and going
Right.
falsely.
Right.
That's it.
Thank you. Chief?
Well, we had 2 motor vehicle accidents, 6 medical calls, 1 structure fire, which turned out to be an appliance fire with a toaster, and 1 unpermitted burn. I had 5 people Saturday attend the short haul training with Maine Forest Service, and yes, they hooked me up to the dang rope. I thought I was going for a ride. 7 members attended the mandatory